If you're doing jujitsu and you're dealing with a lot of injuries or setbacks that are taking you away from the mats or just having you feel overall worried that you're going to get injured while you're training, I want to tell you how strength training has affected my jujitsu journey over the past 7 years. So what I did was I put together a guide on some example workouts as well as a mobility routine that I have followed, as well as something similar to what I've given my clients. Just comment down strength below and I'll send you over the guide. My name is Jason Rosati. I'm a jiu-jitsu competitor. I'm from Long Island, New York. I train at Vanguard Academy Jiu-Jitsu under Jason Rao and Nick Ronan. I'll probably put some photos or some videos up of me competing or some stuff from my journey. Now, I started strength training about 10 years ago, and I started jiu-jitsu about 7 years ago. So I started strength training before, and when I first started jiu-jitsu, I did what a lot of people do. I do like a bodybuilding routine. I'm trying to lift maybe like push-pull legs, 4 to 6 days a week, really focused on trying to build muscle and strength. And I'm sure if any of you have done something like that, when you go to start doing jiu-jitsu or you go to train and you're doing that type of bodybuilding routine, you feel really sore, you feel really tight, you feel like you're not performing well, and you feel like you're gonna get injured. And I started to learn how to switch my strength training over from that of someone who's just trying to focus on, health and physique, to something that's more oriented towards jiu-jitsu. And not only just for performance on the mats, but also with just the random injuries that come up, like most of you probably experience. I've had issue with my shoulder, I've had issue with my lower back, I've had issue with my knees. I've dealt with so many injuries, so many times off. And, that is part of the journey, no matter what you do. But I guarantee you that the strength training that I do and the routine that I created is something that has helped me tremendously. Anytime I am injured, I do get back on the mats fairly quickly, and I haven't had, thankfully, too serious of an injury because I am thinking about it while training jiu-jitsu as well, like, not putting so much weight on your knee, making sure you don't tear your LCL, or, being slammed, or making sure you're in good posture while you're wrestling so you don't hurt your back. Those are all things that you obviously should be doing while training to prevent injury. But also, if I am feeling a little bit banged up or feeling a little bit sore, or I'm feeling the beginning stages of aches and pains or injuries coming on, the strength training routine that I do helps me get back on the mats as quick as possible, and it helps recover that injury a lot faster. And I think the real way to do this, and this is not only working for me, but it's working with probably hundreds of people that I've worked with that do jiu-jitsu, competitors, hobbyists, athletes of all types, is you want to do mobility and strength training in a way that is productive towards jiu-jitsu, but it's going to allow you to recover. So as an example, as a good routine would look like is, instead of doing, 4 to 5 times a week, chest day, back day, leg day, shoulder day, you focus more on movement patterns. I'm talking 2 to 3 times a week, full body sessions for 30 to 45 minutes. That is all you need. If you can't get the work done in that time, then you're doing too much, and it's going to take away from your jiu-jitsu training, and it's going to lead to more injuries or overtraining. Now, this is if you're natural. If you take, extra supplements, then you can definitely train a lot more and a lot harder. But if you're natural, then you have to be cognizant of this. So a good session could look like, 1 to 3 compound movements, 1 to 3 isolation exercises, 1 to 3 exercises for the core and for grip strength, right? Maybe some exercises in there are focused also on rehab, things that you would do in physical therapy, external rotation of the shoulders, core exercises for lower back health, things with the resistance band around your knees, clamshells, things that are going to strengthen up your glutes and hip flexors. Those are things that you also want to put into that routine. And the way that I do that is I'll do those type of exercises before any given lifting session. So you have a dynamic warm-up, and you also have your strength routine. And all in total, that should be about 30 to 45 minutes. If you do the right exercises that are the top priority for what you're going through right now, you should be able to do it quickly. I think what most people have the issue of is they don't actually have a routine, or they know what they're doing. They're just kind of going in and doing what they want. So if that's you and you want a little bit more of an idea of what you should be doing in a given session, go ahead and comment strength below. I'm going to send you over my free strength guide that includes a dynamic warm-up that you can follow or get ideas from, as well as an example workout that you can do that will help you feel stronger and better for jiu-jitsu. Now, your priority should be whatever is injured. So if you are dealing with a shoulder injury, or you are dealing with your, a glute or hip flexor issue, that's your priority. And the thing about jiu-jitsu is that every single couple of weeks, something new could be popping up. So you have to have more of a fluid type of program. That's why you can't really follow like a strict bodybuilding or powerlifting program, is because you need to have like goals that you're trying to accomplish based off of performance or injuries, and you have to flow your exercises through whatever you're dealing with. So again, if you want that guide, comment down below. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message or leave a comment.